Well, this is the third year of me making these videos, and goodbye 2022. This year has been a very crucial part from like transitioning away from like my teenage self to like my young adult self. When I started this channel, I was 19, and I feel like only now, halfway through 21, is when I actually feel like I'm starting to grow into my 20s. It's 2022, brand new year, brand new semester. Now it's when it feels like it's actually the beginning of the year.
Summer rain on a window. Watch the time float on. Cool air blows a memento as I fall behind. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. You and I'll be better when we're old enough.
Okay, wow. I cannot believe it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This year I kind of wanted to change things up again because every single year I do either like a quick montage of my whole year. I just kind of talk about how I felt that year, but I kind of wanted to make a more definite video for every year where I sit down and I talk about my goals and how I felt that year, and also the montage. I feel like I kind of want to make a bookmark every year, the last few days of December or like the first few days of January, to kind of make this a moment I can look back on to see if I reach my goals and also what kind of different place I am, because I know I'm gonna be in a different place by the end of this year. So yeah, today is the first day of the year. I feel so excited for this year. I just feel like this year I'm gonna become more of an adult in terms of like managing everything that I have in my life. I feel like I'm already getting better at time management. I'm already getting better at managing my emotions and making sure that everything that I do in my life has like a purpose and a reason behind it. Like, I'm doing this because of this. So hopefully that trajectory keeps going throughout this year. Overall, 2022 was very eventful, but also very stressful, but also very bittersweet. It was like a very big mix of different things. All these things make me grow, and everything will make me grow throughout my whole life, but I just feel like this year I'm really defining my 20s. And by that I mean everything that is supposed to happen in your 20s is happening to me. Everything and everyone in your life has an intention and a purpose, and the reason that they stay there is because you make that intention yours. It's not like high school where you're just friends with like people in your class. You basically have your whole schedule defined for yourself, whether you're doing extracurriculars or you're just doing classes from like 9 a.m. to like 3 p.m. every single day. In college, like, you define your own schedule, and I already went through this like 18, 19 years old, but I feel like now at 22, I feel like I'm finally being like, okay, I am in control of like everything that I do. It's becoming a lot more clear for me. I'm becoming very content with that feeling. I don't really talk a lot about like my personal life in this channel, and I do that for a reason, like I keep it that way. But I think overall the feeling that I had this year was bittersweet. Things happened to me that I didn't want to happen to me, but I knew that while they were happening to me, I knew that there was a reason why they were happening to me and why they were happening to me right now when I'm 22. I feel like this year overall was better than 2021 because of just like the maturity that I've grown. And I've realized this trend like ever since I was like 17, where every year, no matter how bad certain things happen to me, there will always be an overall like maturity growth that I had that year that will always top the year before. I don't know what it is. Me at 17 compared to me now is insane. And the fact that I've grown so much, and every single year when I look back at it, it's like, oh, this happened, oh, that happened, oh, that good thing happened. All of that was like a combination to like make me grow and like make me more mature. And like I've noticed that trend where it's like, yes, like duh, you're gonna get more mature as you get older, but like you never know how it's like growing up until you actually go through it. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I realized growing up is that it takes a lot longer to grow up than you think it actually does. Because when I was little, I thought I was, you know, it was gonna take like 2 years and I was gonna be this woman, and no. This takes like 10 years, 15 years to like grow into yourself. Right now, I'm in that age, and a lot of my friends are too, where we're like almost finishing college or we're graduating college and we don't know what to do. Like we've had a schedule defined for ourselves for so long, and we've had everything tailored to us for so long. It's like you have to turn in this assignment at this time, and if you turn in this assignment at this time, you will get this grade, you will get your GPA, then your GPA will define if you ever get a master's degree or if you want to do this. Like it's like always a reason to do something, and it's kind of like I don't really know how to feel. It's kind of weird to explain, but like I feel like 21 through like 27 is such a weird time to be living in, because you're just growing into yourself. You just graduated college, you don't know what to do, or like a lot of my friends are going through this. I'm on my last tail end of like college, and it just feels weird. I feel like this 2022 year, I got into those vibes a lot. Big goals that I reached this year is that I got a manager for my acting career, which was completely unprecedented, and I didn't really expect for it to turn out that way. I also got into the BFA program for my theater classes, which is really exciting. So that's like another thing I get to graduate with. I got a lot more deep into like my meditation yoga journey. I started doing this like when I was 20. Sometimes I don't do yoga. Like I haven't done yoga in a couple weeks because I've just been very stressed, and it should actually be the other way around. If you're feeling stressed, you should do yoga. But anyways, it's helped me a lot manage my own emotions and manage like how I interact with people and how I view myself in this world. That's like another big thing that happened this year. I turned 22, which so far I've reached halfway already, which is insane to me. So far 22 has taught me well. I want to do this thing every year where I get a word and I use that word to define the year. If I were to pick a word for this year, I think it would be bittersweet. I don't want it to be taken as like a negative connotation, because I want it to lean more into the positive way and more into like the growth aspect of that word, because the bittersweetness was needed. It made the year better, and it made me better as a person. So I feel like bittersweet is like the perfect word for 2022 for me. Okay, so moving on to my 2023 goals. I think the big thing that I want to do this year is to see if I can be cast in anything through my management team. Now, this is kind of like a big risk that I'm taking. It takes a little bit longer to get like warmed up to the management team and for people to trust you, to cast you, because it's all an industry, and if you've never been cast in something before, they're basically betting on you and taking a risk. Not even through my management team, but like a short film or like a co-star on a TV show, something small, something that I can create a foundation in building my resume even further apart from theater. That's like a big thing for me this year, and it's a little ambitious for me, but hopefully that gets done. I want to reach 50,000 subscribers on this channel. I have very big plans for this year for this YouTube channel. I just want to be like a lot more dedicated to like the actual like concepts of videos, and so I feel like 50,000 subscribers in a year, which I'm almost at 40,000, so hopefully I can reach that. I can get like 10,000 this year, and I'll be like halfway through my play button, which is like crazy to me. I don't even understand like how that even happens. It's so weird. But hopefully I get to 50,000. That's like my goal. My third goal, I want to be more responsible with my time management. Time management has always been an issue for me since I was very little. College has made me such a different person in terms of time management, because me in high school, time management compared to me now is like laughable. You know, I mean, like it forced me to do that. And I feel like college is so important for a person because of that, because college, apart from teaching you like curricula, it teaches you to be an adult and to teach you time management and teach you like skills. Like you have to turn something in at 11:59 p.m. and if you don't turn it in, you don't get a good grade. And if you don't get a good grade, you don't get a good GPA. It's just like a mix of like, there's like a lot at stake. It like really forces you to separate your time out, and I want to get better at that in 2023, which includes YouTube, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, and I know you have noticed, that I post on Sunday, like at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. a video, and nobody's gonna watch it at that time. At this point, I should just say that I post on Mondays, because sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna post it the next day. But I know that if I say, oh, I post on Mondays now, the same thing's gonna happen and I'm just gonna post on Tuesday. So the issue is not that I should just post on Mondays now. The issue is my time management, that I should dedicate more time getting my time management better. And a big part of it too is like planning out my videos a little bit more in detail. I just plan out a concept and I'm like, okay, go film. And it's like, okay, yes, like some videos you can do that, like a vlog, you know, like a lot of it is not really planned, like you just vlog your day. But concepts, like video concepts, where it's like tips and tricks, or like how I edit things, or like how I do stuff, like those require a little bit more planning in terms of the content that I'm gonna say. I just have like a general like idea in my head, but I don't write it down, and I should just be more organized in that. And even if I get slightly better at that this year, like I'm going through a good path, because for the past 2 years, I just don't plan my videos good enough in detail, and I should also investigate a little bit more into like the video concepts and like how I want my channel to look. If I had more time, I can definitely feel better about the content that I'm putting out. And it's not that I feel bad about the content that I'm putting out, but I can feel better about the content that I'm putting out. So I also want to be more active on my Instagram, because I don't post at there at all. I posted like in August, like a family trip, and then the next thing I posted was like Halloween, and then the next thing I posted was like Christmas. I don't post on my Instagram for like 2-3 months and then I post something. I want to post there a lot more. I want to do reels. I've been doing reels. I did a bunch of reels in France, so if you guys want to see that, it's on my Instagram. It's linked down below so you guys can see it. I've just been trying to dedicate more time into that. I've already started doing that, which is like great. Got a head start on that goal, but I just overall want to be more dedicated into that, and also like creating some kind of like color palette for my Instagram, because I just feel like since I end up posting every 3 months, I just post whatever pictures I can, and then they don't end up being like a consistent pretty pictures. They're just like random snapshots, which is fine, but I want to dedicate more time into making it a little bit prettier. I feel like I was better at that like when I started my Instagram, but then over time I just like stopped doing it. So I kind of want to dedicate a little more time into that. I don't want to set too many goals for this year, but I feel like the last goal for me personally would be to get into more of my meditation and yoga journey, which I already did this year, but I'm setting the goal again because I want to keep growing. That's definitely in there. But overall, these are my 4 goals. 5. Hopefully I get most of them to a reality for next year. And yeah, this year was insane. 2023 is kind of crazy to me, because I remember being like 11 and being like, oh, 2023, I'm such an adult, like I'm in my mid-20s, and it's like inching closer to the mid-2020s. The mid-2020s is like my mid-20s, and it's kind of scary to me that I'm almost there. So as the years go by, it's like, oh, this is the year I turned 23. Oh my goodness. Hopefully I get to do this every year and like kind of reflect back on my goals and see how I felt, and also if my goals have changed, which is okay, because you grow as a person, so hence your goals could change. And so I might set a goal right now that I later decide that it's not right for me at the moment, and I can definitely change that. And if that's something that I do, then I can talk about that in the next year's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, because that's how you let me know. Subscribe for more videos like these, and hit the little bell notification next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time I post. I post every single Sunday, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.